unit ready to just something at Ocean Parkway. The sergeant on the other side. He saw us going west, sergeant on the east side.
Mac! Captain! Someone's climbed out, behind the sign.
One of the hostages?
They're all in black, wearing a mask.
Hold your fire! Be ready to shoot if he pulls a gun or makes a threatening move. It's Sam, hold your fire, hold your fire!
The lobby's wired to explode! Get everyone out! Get everyone out now!
Let's go! No, wait. They're gonna kill everyone in there if we storm the place.
Fine.
What's going on?
They're gonna detonate. Get everyone out now, Mac. Go! Come on!
Calm down. Hit him with the tear gas. Go on my command.
They're gonna know we're coming. At least they won't be able to see us. Do something! Mac, we gotta get him out!
Go!
Let's go, get the book.
Jason! Everyone, Jason!
Hold him back. Emily!
Jason!
I'm sorry I bolted. I guess I just needed to catch my breath.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, you're absorbing terrible shock and disappointment. But it's important to remember, not being able to carry a child doesn't mean you can't be a mother.
The last thing I want to be is one more person putting pressure on you. But, you know, I'd like to help. I'm kind of at a loss if you don't tell me what you need.
What I need is to give my children the best life I can.
What can I do for you, Alexis? No offense, could you make it fast?
You know, when you do that, it just makes me want to talk slower. I need to talk to you about your testimony during the custody hearing.
I'm sorry. It's just a bad time. I can't do that right now, so...
I had to take a cab here because I'm too tired to drive myself, so I hope that gives you some sort of an indication of how important this is to me.
Oh! I'm sorry. I almost plowed into you.
Oh, well, no harm done.
Oh, well, finally, Alan. Do you think that no one has anything to do around here except just stand around and wait for you?
Oh, Daddy is in his usual pre-charity function good humor.
I know you don't like to acknowledge or remember the fact that I'm a doctor, but patients take priority.
Oh, please, spare me the Hearts and Flowers higher calling speech. I've heard it too many times over the years.
Is it too much to ask to start this interminable evening without being at each other's throats? Monica, don't you know the answer to that?
Now listen to me. Whatever bickering we do in private is one thing. But the minute we hit Metro Court, we have to present a united front as a family to counteract the hideous press that we've been getting on this Enduro scandal.
Well, some things are never changing. Happy New Year. Everybody, Happy New Year.
Could you all give me a moment's privacy with my husband?
Well, we're already late because of Alan. Don't take too long.
Welcome back, Mr. Luke. You have been sorely missed.
Thanks. What about you? No welcome back?
Who was your first step? Your real wife or your imaginary wife?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I have to get myself under control. I got myself this job on my own, and I'd like to keep it that way. I really don't want to mess it up.
Make an appointment soon to discuss your options. You know, it's possible you and Jason could have a child with the assistance of like a surrogate or gestation.
I'm sorry, no offense, but as I told you earlier, I seriously doubt that Jason and I are ready for another woman to carry our baby.
When you got pregnant and we thought the baby could be mine, all I did was think about it. And the type of living situation that we would provide for the child.
Well, did you come to any conclusions?
Yeah, I wanted the baby to have a real family, you know, a mother and a father who were married, who love and respect each other. I probably might have sounded like I'm trying to tell you to get back to Lucky.
No.
For the baby's sake.
It's okay, I understand where you're coming from. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that you think my baby should grow up with his father.
Lucky screwed up. Okay, that doesn't mean he doesn't love his baby or he can't do better. I screwed up with Sam when I broke up with her because I thought I was protecting her.
Yeah, but you weren't addicted to drugs and you didn't have an affair. And I mean, you only slept with me after you found out Sam had slept with Rick, and even though you may regret it now, at the time it wasn't.
Sam and I have forgiven each other, and we found our way back together. But that doesn't mean I regret being with you. Because I don't.
Well, I'm glad. Because no matter what, that night with you is something I will never be sorry for.
This is not another one of those risks that you like to take in the OR. And this is not some relationship problem that you can charm your way out of. This is your life. You have to take another test as soon as we can run it.
What's the difference if I find out now, in 3 weeks, or 3 months from now? If I am HIV positive, my viral load is so low that it's undetectable. And if I'm not, even better.
Obviously, you've already decided that you're HIV positive, and that scares you to death. Why not just find out the facts and find out if you have a reason to be?
Do you ever listen to me when I talk to you?
I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Okay, well,
You're wrong.
You just said it. It's my life. That means you don't get to decide. If I am HIV positive, I don't want to find out. At least not right now. I want to leave a little room for uncertainty, maybe a little bit of hope instead of crashing into bad news right away. Is that really that difficult to understand?
Yes, every day that you put off knowing is another day that you are not getting proper medical care. And you're promoting the attitude that caused this pandemic to begin with, the I'd rather not know attitude.
So now you're blaming me for everything HIV and AIDS related.
No, I just don't want to enable this kind of denial. Until you get tested again, we're done.
Let me make sure I understand this correctly. Unless I deal with my own medical status in a way that you approve of, you're bailing on me.
See it however you want. I just don't want to stand by while you spit in the face of every person that died before the protocol was available.
I see. So this is about Stone again.
No, this is not about Stone. This is about you. I love you, and I am willing to stand by you through anything. Except this type of ignorance.
I wish... Never mind.
No, tell me.
I just wish I could see you happy again.
come to realize that happiness is a fleeting thing at best.
Well, it shouldn't be, especially for someone like you.
Someone like me.
Yeah, I mean, you have, so much to offer. Look, you've told me more than once that you're afraid if you shut Lucky out that he's gonna go back to drugs. Okay? The worst part of that for me would be watching you blame yourself.
So you think that I should take him back?
No, I'm just trying to offer another, way to look at this whole thing, okay? You've told me how Lucky saved your sanity and your soul after you've been raped, right? And in all the time since, you have not stopped loving him, even when you thought Lucky was dead, and now you were pregnant with Lucky's baby. I mean, can you really turn your back on that kind of history? I'm not saying if you don't go back that you're gonna be taking a big chance, okay? You will be. But if for some reason this whole thing goes wrong, you are strong, Elizabeth, and you will survive. Sorry, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Ultimately, you need to do what's best for you and your baby.
I'm fully prepared to testify at Molly's custody hearing tomorrow, and I will promise you, I will not lose my temper. I will be the most polite, charming witness the courtroom has ever seen.
Thanks. Wouldn't it be funny if the judge gave you custody of Molly?
Well, then I just turn Molly right over to her mother because that's where she belongs.
Thank you. I know that I'm overcompensating. It's just that, can't wish away the evidence. I got caught, busted for smoking pot, and there's pictures of me showing it.
Have you used marijuana to counteract the effects of the chemotherapy?
Details.
Well, a judge might see it that way. All it takes is experience with somebody who's fighting cancer.
I've spent half my life in the justice system, and the judges tend to frown on people that use drugs illegally. This is also a double-edged sword. Because if I whine about how debilitating the chemo makes me feel, then it just strengthens Rick's case, and it tells the judge that I'm not strong enough to take care of Molly. So I made a big error here. I picked a fight with Rick that I knew that I couldn't win.
If you assume you're gonna lose, you probably will. What do you want?
We have a warrant to search the premises for marijuana.
I have every intention of visiting Laura, but there's no rush because time means nothing to her.
So me first.
I'm curious, we didn't actually part on very loving terms. Did you divorce me in absentia?
I would have, except I couldn't help but notice the extraordinary lengths you went to keep our marriage intact. Why?
I thought we covered all that in our endless pre-wedding conversations.
Conversations? Please, you didn't hear a word. You were so mesmerized by Laura, you didn't listen when I tried to talk to you. All you wanted to do was get me to go along with your happy little family, happy little wedding scenario.
I'm listening now. So make your point, if you have one.
You jumped through hoops to give Laura the wedding she wanted. It would have been much more meaningful if it had been legal. Why hang on to me?
Because as much as I love her, I can't be with her.
So you settle for me?
I wouldn't put it like that. Hello, offspring.
You really are here.
How are you?
I'm good. Yeah.
You doing
yeah,
okay?
I missed you.